Hey there, sovereign soul. Close your eyes for just a second and imagine this. You get yet another triggering text from your co-parent. Your heart starts racing, your mind starts spinning, and for a moment, you feel completely powerless. Now imagine something different. You read that same text. Take one slow breath. And instead of reacting, you respond from a place of quiet inner authority. That shift, that is sovereignty. Today, I'm talking about what real sovereignty looks like in high conflict co-parenting and family court, and why it might be the most powerful tool you're not using yet. So stick with me, because this one might change how you show up in every single interaction. This is the simple sovereignty. This is the one where you no longer outsource your confidence. So if you're in the middle of a high conflict co-parenting or family court situation, you already know how easy it is to feel like the other person, the system, or the constant notifications are controlling your life. And I've been there. I'm still there. There were days I felt completely reactive, like my nervous system was running the show and I was just along for the ride. But here's what I learned the hard way. Sovereignty isn't about controlling your ex or the court. It is about reclaiming your own inner steadiness so you can make clear decisions to protect your peace, no matter what's happening around you. When you operate from I am home first, everything else starts to shift. I promise you. It is that simple. So what does sovereignty look like in real life? Well, it is choosing I am home before you reply to a triggering text. It's documenting facts calmly instead of reacting emotionally. It's simple. It's protecting your nervous system instead of people-pleasing or over-explaining. It's saying no to last-minute changes that do not support your child's stability. It is focusing on what you can control. Your responses, your regulation, your consistency, instead of trying to control the other parent or the court outcome. Sovereignty is the quiet decision to stop handing your power over to chaos. So, here's the part most people miss. Sovereignty and the nervous system, they're connected. When your nervous system is dysregulated, in fight or flight or shutdown, it is almost impossible to make clear decisions or hold healthy boundaries. You read instead of respond. You react instead of respond. But when you're regulated, you think more clearly, communicate more effectively, and show up as a steady anchor your children need, even when the other parent is chaotic or the court process feels overwhelming. One of the fastest ways I return to regulation is the simple I am home breath. Place a hand on your heart and your belly, or your belly. I do both. Take a slow breath in and silently say, I am safe. I am home. Then exhale slowly. I release what does not serve. It only takes 30 to 45 seconds, but it reminds your body that safety is an inside job. My personal story, let me tell you, this is what it looked like for me. Before I started a daily regulation practice, I was mentally and emotionally scattered, even before the high conflict court battle really kicked in. Life was not on autopilot. I had appointments, work, school, chaos. I was doing the typical mom magic by showing up everywhere and making sure that it all worked out. On the inside, I probably looked fine. On the outside, I probably looked fine, but inside, I was running on anxiety and people pleasing. And let me tell you, I do not miss that time at all. I soothe myself with endless coffee and long venting conversations with friends. I thought I was releasing pressure. But those habits were actually feeding my anxiety and draining my energy. Those long vent sessions that we choose are silently hijacking our calm. You know what else is doing the same thing? People pleasing and not knowing when to say no. it is more serious than you think. You know, the same people I vented to started to feel heavy around me. Conversations that once felt like relief began to leave me more agitated. And once I realized my issue that I vented about actually had less fuel. I was no longer feeding the fire, right? And then something shifted. In the quiet space of talking to God, seeking resolution for my worries, I felt a gentle but persistent nudge towards breathing techniques. You know, I wasn't really interested at first, but because it seemed too simple, right? But I tried it. I started the I am home breath every morning, midday, and especially in the moments when I felt triggered or the urge to vent arose. The changes were subtle at first, then undeniable. I began to think more clearly. I was less easily triggered. The people around me started responding to me from a calmer place. I felt more in alignment with my goals and with life itself. Even the same friends that I used to vent to now comment that something feels different, lighter, a little steadier. I don't elaborate. I just keep simply choosing regulation over reaction, not feeding any patterns. And honestly, attempting this technique takes you less than a minute, and it is so simple that you can teach it to your toddler. It is a lifesaver and a game changer, and I recommend every day, all day, twice a day, if you're stressed, to just breathe. So here is the quiet invitation for you today. Your regulation doesn't change your experience. It quietly regulates everyone around you. If you'd like the full, simple daily ritual that I use, my personal story of how regulation changed everything for me and more ways to bring sovereignty into your daily life, the rest of this is waiting in the post in the newsletter, the most recent. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you haven't already, please grab the free starter kit. It has the exact home resets and tools I wish I had from day one. So, drop one small thing you do to stay regulated in the comments, because I read every single one and I just want to know what you guys are using out there. You've got this, one steady breath at a time, steady light as always. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.